While people are looking at every option to get a vaccine, some distributors say they're just as frustrated by what was a surprise expansion of Phase 1A, even as they deal with a dwindling vaccine supply. Shelby Cassesi spoke with 2 local pharmacies that are looking for more guidance from the state. Shelby.
Ken, full voicemail boxes and crashing websites have sort of been the story for some of our local vaccine distributors over the past 24 hours or so. While the newcomers to Phase 1A are doing everything they can to get a vaccine, some of our local pharmacies say that they're still waiting on their next shipment. The last dose of the COVID-19 vaccine at Wilson's Pharmacy in Bloomfield.
That did not even hurt.
Okay, perfect.
At least until further notice.
Today we've just run out completely.
Owner Jeff Wilson says his store received a steady supply of vaccines and consistent communication from the state until now.
Towards the end of last week, I asked for 1,000 doses, and they couldn't give me any kind of answer, and we were really putting the pressure on. And yesterday was really upsetting, but we finally realized that we're not going to get it.
Add on the surprise move from the state Tuesday, expanding vaccine Phase 1A. Wilson says it's been a frustrating week.
This morning I walked in, our answering machine was full. 3 lines were just like ringing off the hook.
The new additions to Phase 1A include those 65 and over and 16 to 64 with high-risk conditions. So many of them trying to get a vaccine through Spartan Pharmacy in Brentwood Tuesday, their website crashed.
We were bombarded with phone calls before we even knew that the rules had changed.
Pharmacy manager Ron Obringer says there are thousands of people on their waiting list, all before the pharmacy even gets their first vaccine shipment, expected any day. Both Obringer and Wilson say more transparency from the state about changes and supply would go a long way.
Yes, absolutely. A little heads up would have been fantastic.
They just come out and say, hey, we're running short, or we're going to have more next week, or whatever. Then we can tell people. People are just so frustrated.
As for the now 3.5 million Pennsylvanians in that Phase 1A, the state health department said yesterday that they know it's going to be a challenge to vaccinate all those people quickly because they haven't received any additional doses of the vaccine. Live in Bloomfield, Shelby Cassesi, KDKA News.